Hello everyone. Today let's solve the problem number 695, max area of island. So what the question states here, we are given an m into n binary matrix, means 1 or 0 we have to consider. M into n nothing but rows and columns. So we are given an m into n binary matrix grid where 1 represents this one island. So here just give me a second. Yeah, 1 this one. 1 represents an island and 0 represents this one, water. So what we need to do here, or what is our main task? An island is group of ones connected 4 directionally, up, down, left or right. Island is group of ones connected 4 directionally, up, left, down or right. So here one thing we need to consider, that we are not considering this one diagonal ones. Here you can clearly see in the picture. So here this is diagonally connected. So this one we are not this one considering. This one we are not considering. Why we are not considering? They have strictly mentioned an island is a group of ones connected 4 directionally. Either it can be up, down, left or right. Nothing but horizontally or vertically. That's what they have given. So what we need to find here? We need to find the maximum area of an island in the grid. So what we need to find? Again, we need to find the maximum area of the island. So any number of islands can be present in the grid. Among that grid, we have to find the maximum area of the island in the grid. And also, if no island exists, then we have to return 0. They have strictly mentioned here, if no island exists at all, then we have to we have to return 0 in this case. I hope this is clear. So next, here let's consider this example. They have given number of rows and columns here, right? So here this is one island. So we are having one here. This is one island. So we have one island now. So this is the second island. So here area will be, or the size will be size of this island, or the area will be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We have 4 ones here. So the second island area will be 4. That's what they have given here. Here this is third island, right? So this is third island, and here the area will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 again. So we are having third island area is 4. Let's consider the fourth island, this one they have given here, right? So this one area will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones we are having. So here maximum we have now is this one. The area of the fourth island, nothing but 5 here, right? So let's move on with the fifth island. So here let me give you a fifth. So let me consider this one. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the value or the maximum area here is 6 for this particular island, right? Let's consider the last one. So here this is 5, right? The sixth island, the size here is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So this is 5. So the maximum area of the island from the group of islands is 6 here. You can clearly see that 6 we need to return. So we need to return the maximum, or we need to find the maximum area of the island they have given, right? So we are returning the maximum area among the group of islands, nothing but 6 in this case. So that's what they have given here for the first example. So the output that we got here is 6. You can clearly see here. So, and one more thing they have clearly mentioned, the answer is not 11 because the island must be connected 4 directionally. This I have said. It has to be connected 4 directionally, either vertically or the horizontally. We cannot consider diagonal ones. If we consider diagonal ones, this becomes 11. So here that's what they have given in the explanation. If we consider diagonal ones here, so suppose this is 6 and this one, if we consider diagonal one, this one will be connected and 6 plus 5 will become 11. So the answer is not 11. The maximum area that we got here is 6. We are not considering diagonally. This we have to keep in mind. So just give me a second here. So yeah. So I hope the question is clear. Similarly for the example 2, we have only water here. We do not have land at all. So the output will be 0 in this case. So in the output, while explaining the question, sorry, I had explained if no islands exist, then we have to return 0. Here, no islands exist at all. So the output that we have to return here is 0, right? So I hope the question is completely clear. As usual, first let's discuss the approach followed by this one, edge cases one by one, and then finally let's write the code and discuss the complexities of the code that we have written. Initially, as usual, let's discuss the approach. I'll just consider the first example that they have given, right, for the approach. So let's discuss the approach step by step. So the first thing that we have to keep in mind is we are going with the depth first search, or the DFS, right? We will be making use of DFS, or depth first search, for this particular problem. So first step here is, what we are doing here is, we are traversing the grid cell by cell. Initially, we will start from 0, 0 always, right? We are traversing the grid cell by cell. That's what we will be doing here. So when we find 1, we start the DFS exploration. First, we will go here, then this one. Here we have found 1, right? So we have found 1 DFS. So we can either move up, we can either move down, or we can move right or left, horizontally or vertically, right? One step. So here we will check down first. So it doesn't satisfy the condition. We do not have 1. Here also we cannot go. Previous cell we cannot go, because once the cell is visited, we are marking this one visited. You can just consider this one as visited. So we do not have 1 at all. We are not considering diagonal as well, only vertically or horizontally, right? So this one is considered. This one is the first island, 1. So this is first island having the area 1. This is fine. First island having the area 1. So we'll explore this one. So here we have found 1. So again, same thing, right? We will check here, not present. This does not satisfy the condition. So left we cannot go because the cell is marked as visited here. This one we have already checked. So same thing, we will come down, and now down we have 1. We will consider this one, right? 1. Next, we will check left. This doesn't satisfy the condition here for this one, and we will check down. This also doesn't satisfy condition, right? Yeah, this satisfy the condition, right? So here we'll consider this one as well. So next we'll consider this one, and up we cannot go because this is already visited. So next we will come right here. So here is 1. So this forms 1 island until here. So right, we will to check this one we have 0, right? So this doesn't satisfy the condition as well. Here also, up this one also. So here this doesn't satisfy the condition. We will mark this one as visited. So second island we have, what's the area here? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many number of ones we have? 4. The size is 4, right? Second one we have 4. So that is how we will be carrying on. So the DFS exploration, right? Next we will start from here. So we will mark all the cells as visited. Now let's ignore this one and come to this part. We will find 1 here. At some point of time we'll find 1 here. This is the third island. So here we will check. This is so this doesn't satisfy the condition, and here we will check. Yeah, this satisfy the condition, right? We will take this one, and again here, no, this doesn't satisfy. Here also this doesn't satisfy. So this one we will consider again, right? So here to the right also will be carrying on. So here, yes, we have 1. So we will consider this part. So this is the third island, and size is again 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 ones, right? So this will be 4. Size will be 4 in this case. So third island. So next again we will explore here. Here this is not found. Again we'll explore all this one, and then again we will end up here. So here we'll consider this one. This one. This doesn't satisfy the condition. Previous one we cannot go. This is already visited, and here we will come. We'll consider this one as well. This one doesn't satisfy, and this one here satisfies this one, right? To the right. So here we can come 1 step down, and here right also we can come 1 step right here. This whole thing will be considered 1 here, right? So the maximum area here will be this one is not satisfied. This one also doesn't satisfy the condition. This one doesn't satisfy. This one doesn't satisfy. Same goes with the down, this one here as well. So this one we are having the maximum area of 5 here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, we'll start exploring from here where we have left. So we will end up here somewhere, right? Here. So this one is the fifth island. We have found the fifth island. It consists of 1. This one doesn't satisfy. Here down we will check. Here 1. This one we will consider. So left again doesn't satisfy. Up we cannot go. Right we will consider this one as well. So now we have 3. So just give me a second. Yeah, right here will move right. So this one will be 4 in this case. Up also we have 1. Down also we have 1 step. So we are considering this one. This is the fifth island, which consists of 6 basically. This fails, we have 0. This fails, we have 0. This fails, this fails. This also fails. This one, including this one, this one, this one. This also fails. Fifth island, we have maximum area of 6. Then finally, we'll explore all the cells. Here we'll come explore this one, this one. So we'll end up here somewhere, right? 1, where we have 1. So this one, what we will do? Again, right? We have one more one, we'll consider. To this one, right? We have one more one, we'll consider. Down, we have 1, we'll consider. To this one, right? We will consider. So we have 5 ones here. Nothing but maximum size or area here will be, for the sixth island will be 5 in this case, right? So this fails, next to this one also fails, this one down, this one also fails, and yeah, fails, right? So I hope this is clear. So from the this one maximum area we have to find. Basically we have 6 islands of area 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 4, 5, 6 and 5. So the maximum that we have here is 6. That's what we will return as the output. So to find the maximum, suppose in the form of code, so if you want to articulate this one in the form of code after finding the islands, and when we have the area of each island, we can just make use of math.max in that case, right? We are going with the JavaScript. So math.max of all the islands, all the area of all the islands here. So maximum we will get as 6 if you want to articulate this one in the form of code. So we can just make use of simple math function. So this is how we'll be going with. So this is the approach that we'll be going with basically. I hope this is completely clear. Next, what we will do, we will discuss the edge cases one by one. I hope the approach is completely clear, right? We are just going with the DFS. First, what we'll do, we will find the this one number of islands, and yeah, we'll find the number of island and find the area of each island, right? Here, that's what we have done here. So finally, we will return the maximum area of the one particular island that we have. And one more thing, we are just considering this one horizontally or vertically for the group of islands. We are not considering diagonally. This one we have to keep in mind. I hope the approach is completely clear. Next, let's go with this one. Let's discuss the edge cases one by one. So just give me a second here. So here, yeah, first thing here is first edge case that we are considering here is all water. You can clearly see we do not have land at all. So means we do not have island at all. So all we have is 0 here. You can clearly see here this one. All we have is zeros here. All water. So this is for the condition all water. So when we do not have island at all, we do not get we do not have to find any this one maximum area at all, right? So the output that we need to return here is, if we do not have this one island, then we have to return 0. That's what they have given in the question strictly. So the output here will be 0. This is for the condition all water. Next edge case that we have to consider here is this one, single large island. So I'll just give here single large island. In this case, we'll perform DFS. So we'll start from here, down, then this one, down, this one. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So here in this case, the output will be 9 in this case, right? So the maximum area, we have one island, nothing but single large island of area 9. So the output will be 9 in this case. Let's move on with the third edge case, nothing but multiple small islands, right here. So we have one, so just give me a second here. The first island, so first we'll start from 0, 0. The first island we found here is 0. Next, this fails, right? So next what we will do here, we'll come here, we'll find this one with the area 1. Second one is having the area 1. So this fails here. So this previous we cannot go. So again, we will check for this, and then we will come here. So third one is having same 1 maximum. So here this fails, and up we cannot go. So next we'll, after exploring this one, we'll come here. Again, we cannot go up, we cannot go left. This is visited. So this one, fourth one will be 1 as well here in this case, right? So the maximum area, maximum of all this one, maximum area of all the islands we need to consider. Everything, every island is having 1 itself. Area is 1 itself for each island. So the output will be in this case 1 itself, right? This is for the condition multiple small islands. Multiple small islands. So the output here in this case will be 1. Quite obviously, the output will be 1. So what are the edge cases that we considered here? All water, single large island, and the third one was for multiple small islands. I hope all the edge cases are clear. Now let's start writing the code. I'll explain the code while writing the code itself, right? And then finally let's discuss the complexities of the code that we have written. Now let's write the code. So let's start writing the code. We have to store the maximum island area that is found. For each land, we will be finding the maximum area, and we have to find the maximum area, right? So for that one, I'll just give initialize the max to 0. Then rows, I'll just consider here. Just give me a second here. Did I miss something? Yeah. Rows, I'll just give here in this case grid dot length, and column, let me consider here. So let me give here equals, yeah, this is fine. This one I'll consider grid dot length. This is fine. We are just considering rows and columns here. So let me mention here like instead. This is fine. Next, what we will do, we have to perform DFS. We have already discussed the approach, right? We have to perform DFS. I'll just consider the helper function here, DFS, and let me pass the parameters I and j for rows and columns. So base case is if out of bounds or we have only water, then we have to return 0 in that case, right? So this will be the base case. I can just write in this way: I less than 0 or I greater than or equal to rows, or j less than 0 or j greater than or equal to rows. So this one will be columns, or not of grid of ij. This is not of grid of ij is same as grid of ij equals 0. Nothing but if we find water, if we have only water, right? So if we do not have island at all, so then what we will do, we have to return 0 in that case. So if out of bounds or at water we find only water, then we have to return 0. This is the base case. This is simple, right? Simple if condition. This is fine. Next step is we have to mark the current cell as visited. Once we visit the cell, we are marking that cell as visited by setting that one to 0. Grid of I j equals 0, right? This is fine. So the next step is we have to explore all the 4 directions and accumulate the area count. Means we are either we can move horizontally or vertically, right? So left, right, up and down, all the 4 possible directions. So we have to explore all the 4 directions and accumulate the area count. So this will be 1 plus, because indexing starts from 0, 0. We need the solution in the form of this one index. So I'll just give here 1 plus DFS of this is for down, I plus 1. I and j are the parameters we have considered here. You can clearly see I plus 1 and j. This is for down. So we have to concatenate this one as we have to find the maximum area, right? We are not finding the number of islands here. We are finding the maximum area of the island. In that case, we have to concatenate. So I'll just give here, let me consider this one, copy this one. So just give me a second here. Let me paste this one once again. Let me paste this one again. Let me paste this one again. Let me remove this one. So this is for down. Here for this one, right? What I'll do, I'll just remove this one. This can be of any order. It doesn't matter. You can write this one in any order. So all you have to mention is we have to just articulate in the form of code in this way. Means all the 4 directions has to be present. So it can be of any order. So it doesn't matter if I give I plus 1 at the end as well. I plus 1 comma j. So we just have to show all the 4 possible directions. That's it. So this one will be I minus 1 j for up, and so I'll just make this one j minus 1 for left. I plus 1, j plus 1, I minus 1 and j minus 1. Down, right, up and left. So I hope this is clear. So next step is we have to iterate through the each cell in the grid, right? So we have to iterate through the each cell in the grid for checking. So for that, I'll just make use of the for loop. I'll just give you I equals 0, I less than rows, increment the I. So for let j equals 0, j less than columns, let's increment the j here. This is fine. So finally, as I have said, we got a hint from the approach itself that we have to find the maximum area among all the islands that we have found. So if we had 6 islands, among the 6 islands, we have to just return the maximum the island, the area of the island, the maximum area of the island, right? So that's what we need to return. So how can I articulate that one in the form of code? I can just give here math.max of max and dfs of I comma j. This is fun. So what we are doing here, we are just finding the maximum island area among the group of islands. So this is fine, I think. So next step is we have to return the maximum area that has been found. So after this one, we'll get the maximum area through max, right? So we'll just return the maximum area that is found. So I'll just return max here. So let me format the code once and let me hit the run button. So you can clearly see here the sample test cases are getting passed. So let me hit the submit button now. So you can clearly see here all the test cases are getting passed, means the code works absolutely correct in this case. Let's quickly discuss the complexities of the code that we have written. So the approach that we went with here is DFS, right? So what will be the time complexity here? Overall time complexity would be big O of m into n in this case. So why it is m into n? Because each cell is being visited once here, and we are marking 0 to prevent the revisits. So every time we visit the cell, we are marking it as 0 once we visit to prevent the reuse, right? So and also each cell is being visited exactly once here. So this one overall time complexity would be big of m into n, where m is nothing but rows, n is nothing but the columns. So here, what would be the space complexity here then? So overall space complexity would be big O of m into n as well. So why? Because we are making use of the recursion. You can clearly see here we are making use of the recursion. So I hope this is clear. So we are making use of the recursive DFS stack. So in the worst case, entire grid can be land itself, right? So entire grid can be land itself. So we have to consider each cell. We have to store each cell. So in that case, the space complexity would be big of m into n. So the overall time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written is big of m into n. I hope the code that we have written is completely clear. I hope the solution is completely clear. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.